Good morning, boys and girls. Welcome. How we doing? Are we all good? I too also see coffee cups all over the place. Fair play, boys and girls. Appreciate it. Thank you. How are we all doing today? Look. If it takes 2 hours to do a restock, it takes 2 hours to do a restock. I could do a restock in 20 minutes if I didn't answer all of your guys' questions. If I ignored chat, 20 minutes, power through. Have an interesting tale to tell of my server's leatherworking market. Is it broken like everywhere else? Is it officially busted? I've not checked prices on my server yet today, but I foresee many materials being bought today. Let's get all of these old auctions off the auction house. Up to 5 mil, soon 6+ with all the feasts I have, and 168 which sell even if competition is about. Yeah, competition is a bit getting pretty frantic on the 168. Yeah, that's for sure. Leather prices maintaining steady. That is literally the best you can hope for right now. The likelihood that callous hide is going to go down is kind of slim. All we're really hoping for is that you can get in there and buy some of it before it inevitably goes expensive again tomorrow. Right, there's the auction house, at least relatively clear. Grab some items. Hides have been over 2k each for almost the entire week. It's not a surprise to me. It's not a surprise to me. Higher demand for materials, less people farming them. Simple science. Simple science. Let's get all of these listed. Go. Fair to say that the cloth market is pretty much mine on the server, except when you're sleeping. Hey, that's a good position to be in. Very good position to be in. Especially in a market that's got the lowest barrier to entry, for sure. No surprise we're posting a whole bunch of these under our minimum price, but that's fine. Our minimum price is actually set relatively high right now, so that's not an issue. You think tomorrow prices will rise already quite high? I'm going based on what happened last Saturday. Last Saturday was actually was the second most profitable day for me. It might have even been the most profitable day. Last Saturday was pretty big. I was selling stuff as fast as I could physically craft it, and materials disappeared, or were disappearing, I guess is the better way to phrase it. The likelihood being is that this Saturday people will start buying their rank 3s if they haven't already. The demand for rank 2s will still be there, and there'll even be some people getting ahead of the game buying their rank 4s. Plus we're now almost into, this is kind of the last day for a lot of people before we get to Christmas week. So the likelihood is there'll be a fair few people playing over the weekend. What up, dog? Are you not happy being in here? We can't play tennis ball now. We can't play tennis ball now. We've played tennis ball for like good 20 minutes already. She doesn't believe me. The dog doesn't believe me. But she's sat next to a tennis ball. She doesn't believe me that it's not time to play. Where's your ball? Get your ball. Yeah, good girl. Is she gonna chill in her bed? Or is she just going to fight with her tennis ball? She's probably going to fight with the tennis ball, yes. They've nerfed Torghast? Yeah, I've heard this. I've seen that they've done some Torghasty stuff. I've seen they've done some Torghasty stuff. The weird thing is that the whilst Torghast is super important at the beginning, I think the nerfs were inevitable, because Torghast has to be just that fun thing you do for no other reason than it's fun, because they've not directly attached any power gain to it. So it quite simply just has to be fun. And the problem is when people were getting to like cloth wearers not being able, mages for example, not being able to finish the 3rd floor when there's 8 floors, it kind of put them off Torghast very quickly. So it was kind of inevitable that some nerfs were going to have to happen. And I must admit, knowing full well that going in there would take me a good 45 minutes in some case for me to then not even complete the floor, it was a relatively large time investment based on how much other stuff there is to do at the moment, to not even be at least somewhat assured that it was going to be worth my time, if you know what I mean. 8th layer was pretty hardcore yesterday. I've got 1 wing left on it. Plus, I think people need to casually be able to complete the 8th layers. You've got to complete the 8th layer in all of the different wings to get the achievement that gives you the mount that allows you to mount in the moor. That is in essence going to be reason enough for people to do it. I for one am unlikely to spend any more time than I absolutely have to in the moor, at least until I've got the ability to move at a reasonable speed. Started looking for and only crafting and posting what I find profitable leatherworking items. Quite manual to search and find, hoping TSM will support ranks soon. While I was speaking, I spoke to Gumdrops the other day, and I basically summed it up in as much as is TSM crafting going to be fixed, and is it one of those just soon TMs? Like, they're not giving a date on when TSM crafting will be fixed, but it is something they're actively working on. The update that happened to TSM the other day was sort of step 1 of the process, of making sure that the TSM add-on understands which bonus IDs are actually relevant bonus IDs and which ones are not. So yeah, TSM are working on it. It's kind of annoying that by the time they get it fixed, the main brunt of the market, or the explosive part of the market, should we say, will have been done. It's kind of disappointing that it's going to take them so long to get it fixed, but hey, it's not my business. Morning, White Hatted, welcome, welcome. What would you recommend doing after getting your first million? Not there yet, but plotting along. Once you hit the 7-figure club, it's really quite interesting. You then find that you can spend, you can do one of two things. You can either choose to double down and then make that, once you've made that first million, that second million comes really quickly if you choose to double down. Or on the other side of things, you can actually then choose to let that money kind of, or that gold work for itself. So that you can then, instead of going out farming materials to craft items to then sell, you can kind of just cut out that farming section completely. You can focus solely on just buying the materials you need, crafting the items. Obviously you're going to make a lot less profit, or a lot less gold per item that you sell, but then you can say spend hopefully 20 minutes, half an hour restocking what you plan to keep on the auction house, and then you're done. Like, assuming that you don't want to aggressively cancel and cancel scan and relist and whatever, but getting into that 7-figure club is quite fun. Once you're there, there are many different things you could do, but it's an achievement all the same. Died once as support paladin, first time there. That's really telling something. I think we'll have to give Torghast a bit of a go, won't we? We'll have to give Torghast a bit of a go, I think. Did my operations, thank you for the tips yesterday. You're welcome. It's a new world when you finally get the operations working. But just remember with the TSM operations is that, at least for the moment, it's very rarely a set and forget kind of thing. You are constantly going back into them and tweaking and tuning and making sure that everything is working exactly as you want it to. I want to do a bit of tweaking with some of my operations today, because as you can see in my bags, I've got a lot of spare legendaries. These are like ones that I've crafted multiple of outside of what I normally do, primarily just to get to the next rank in something is the main reason I'd have done a lot of this. I mean, we've still got a lot of 190 Shadowghast breastplates, for example. Whilst at this point we've now got it all the way to rank 4. You can see we've even got 225 sat in the bags as well. So I need to make some simple operations to help purge through some of this spare stock we've got, because there's probably, just in these bags alone, there's probably a good million gold right there, if not more. Is that everything on the auction house though? No, it's not. We've still got more expired auctions. If you haven't started with leatherworking right now, the honest answer is I probably wouldn't recommend getting into it. That's not me kind of being sort of elitist and saying that, like, no, this market is mine kind of thing. The sheer amount of gold you'll have to invest into leatherworking before you start to see any profit is just bonkers right now. To give you basically, let me put it this way: with leatherworking, 190s or rank 1s are just not going to be profitable, and that is outside of the fact that you can comfortably spend 30,000 gold on crafting a rank 1 and it still won't be profitable. Rank 1s are just not anywhere near enough in demand in comparison to the amount of them that have been crafted. Even if you only go with one slot, well, the issue you then have is if you only go with one slot, you're still going to spend a lot of gold getting to rank 2, 3 and 4 in that slot, with still no guarantee that somebody, namely a bigger goblin, will not come along and just crash that market for you. Because whilst you focus all of your effort on one item slot, say a pair of shoulders, a goblin can come in and just like keep crashing the price. That goblin can have many leatherworking items being sold and they can be happy with just taking like 2,000 gold profit from every sale, whereas if you spend 1,000,000 gold ranking it up and you only get 2,000 gold per sale, that's not a good position to be in. Genuinely with leatherworking, at least until materials start to come down in price, I think it's too late to get into leatherworking if you haven't already. Tailoring you can still get into. I literally power leveled tailoring earlier in the week. I got to rank 3s and 4s in the same day, and I am now turning a profit on it. Blacksmithing is a little bit more expensive right now because the lithium ore is still very rare, but it's still possible to get into. It's a lot less costly to get to rank 2, which is where the money starts, where the things start to be profitable. 190s are never ever going to be profitable. Been hard to watch the streams with the time difference, catching up while working. Well, I leave the VODs up for that exact reason. I'm very aware that the time that I choose to stream is not suitable for everybody, but unfortunately it's impossible to please everybody. Tailoring is very cheap to get into. Rank 1s will just bleed money, but then it will become profitable again. But this is it. This is it. I was able to power through. I mean, I basically crafted rank 1s and 2s to get rank 3 and everything with tailoring, and I just put all of the rank 1s and all of the rank 2s in a few guild bank tabs. You can see I've still got a lot of rank 1s and 2s from when I power leveled it. But I'm drip feeding these back into the market and they're selling at a profit. At least the rank 2s are anyway. So I've still got a hell of a lot of 190s I need to get through though. Yeah, it required a fair investment just to do that though, so. Mailbox time, we've got 1.6 mil in the mailbox from yesterday, which is nice. I can't remember if I opened the mailbox at the end of stream or not yesterday, but 1.6 mil from yesterday. Without too much actual focus, to be honest. Yesterday, 190 leather gloves were profitable. Made an extra one to sell it, and 3 hours later, it was half the price. Well, that's always going to be the problem with the 190s, that it's super easy for somebody to come in and just destroy the market, and it's quite well known right now, or it's becoming more of a thing for people that are getting to be in a position where they have rank 3s and rank 4s across the board. People are choosing to deliberately tank the market on 190s, holding the price of the 190s like literally slightly above cost, or even in some cases slightly under cost, just as a preventative measure for people, for new people coming in and trying competing. It's a very valid tactic for people that have already put in a few weeks work to get there. 190 is not really worth it anymore. Yeah, very, very rarely will you sell a 190 for profit. Very rarely. But 190s are what are being considered the barrier to entry to the actual profitable bit of it, which is rank 2s, 3s and 4s. And weirdly, long term, it will literally only be rank 4s that will be profitable. But that's a real long term thing. Costs 14k to make a rank 1 Shadowghast Greaves, and it only sells for 3k. I have rank 3 and selling them for 130k. Yeah, there we go. There's a really good example of that. It's going to cost somebody, if somebody needs to make 15 of those rank 1 Shadowghast Greaves just to unlock rank 2, they're going to have to spend over roughly 250,000 gold or something like that. And they're already going to see very little return on that, just for the luxury of being able to craft something that then only might make them a profit. It's very risky for anybody new to sort of get into it. But in theory, if they cost 14k to make and they're selling for only 3, you should almost be considering buying up a bunch of those, because rank 1s will always sell. That's for sure. That's one thing you can definitely guarantee, that rank 1s will always sell. And the reason they'll always sell is because they're always going to be the cheapest way to get access to that legendary power. Cheapest in terms of physical gold expenditure, but also cheapest in terms of soul ash. So if somebody gets a legendary power and they just want to test it out kind of thing, a rank 1 is going to be their choice of doing such. God bless my cape sales, such a steady income. Got to be like 30k profit every time a rank 4 cape sells. Capes have definitely been a popular one. I've already seen that a good percentage of my sales on tailoring has come from the capes. That I can confirm. Oh, we got 1.6 million, so we need to go put 160,000 gold into the guild bank before we forget, or more importantly, before we spend it. Nearly 1.5 million gold in the guild savings fund now. Let's run a cancel scan quickly, and then we can get the rest of these auctions up. I need to start focusing on jewel crafting again. I'm very, very aware that I think I'm like virtually out of jewel crafting rings now. I need to start working out what the actual price is to recraft them. Only rank 4s can make a profit, even 3s are close to cost. You'll find that will be the case for most parts of the week, but there will be some instances where the prices will spike because the demand, in theory, is on rank 3 this week. So you should be able to, assuming you're trying to sell at the right time, you should definitely be able to make profit on the rank 3s this week, regardless of the server. Just a matter of timing. Competitor tried to starve out the market and profits were razor thin. Transferred stock to another server today. 3 million in sales since the move, climbing quickly with all rank 3s. Chose to hop server. Interesting. Somebody powered you out of the market then. Help me understand why people are in this to make money but still willing to sell at cost or below, even at around rank 3s or 4s. What's the mindset I'm missing? The mindset you're probably missing is that they're not doing that all the time. You will find that a lot of people who've got rank 3s and 4s across the board and have inventories stocked up like this are happy to sell very, very close to cost, mainly because they move a lot of product. Consider them like Walmart. They stack it high, they sell it cheap, and they make a small profit on every single sale that they make, but they're making hundreds of legendary sales a day, which is kind of the reason why they're willing to do it. Secondly, they also know that if they keep the markets razor thin in terms of profits throughout most of the week, it limits the amount of stock that people are going to have on it. And so then come the busy periods of the week, say like Wednesday reset day in the EU, Saturday afternoon, Saturday evening, they've got a lot of stock, and then all of a sudden that's where the demand is, and they can sell everything then at a much higher profit with a lot less competition. But we need to check material prices. That's going to bite into our, see what material prices are doing. Oh, this is good. Material prices are coming down. I can't believe I'm looking at 2.2k for a heavy callous hide and considering that being a price coming down, where in reality that's still ludicrous. But, and interestingly, actually, this is so dangerously close to the wire. I mean, look, there's literally, I could walk in here now, drop 1.5 million, buy out all of the heavy callous hide and reset the price already on Friday morning. That would completely destroy Saturday's sales for a lot of people. Although in fairness, there's not even that much callous hide. Look, if you think about it, 500k, 600k. I mean, I'm tempted just to buy all this out now anyway. Up to 250 gold a piece would only be a 620 investment. That would still only get me 280 heavy callous hide. Do it, destroy everything. You guys are just crazy to see destruction. You don't need to compete in a market when you are the market. Well, that is also true. I need to be careful though that I've only got 1.6 million to stock up on everything that I need. Lithium ore is still expensive. And there's not even a There's not even a big cluster of this either. Like literally, this is another one. I could buy out everything and completely mess with what's going on my server. It's literally a resource bottleneck right now, which is crazy. We like to see the world burn once in a while. And if we can profit from it, then why not? Well, that's also true, I suppose. Hello from Brazil. Howdy, howdy. Welcome. I tend to like to actually keep an eye on all of the markets before I decide what to dive in on heavy. Because if I go and dump 1 million gold into leather right now, for example, I've then got the distinct issue of that if I see something else cheap somewhere else, I'm not in a strong position to do anything about it. Now, there's starting to be a lot of lightless silk appearing again, under 100 gold. Meaning the enchanted lightless silk at anything under 210 is pretty worthwhile me picking up. Can you explain more about the resource bottleneck? Well, simply the issue is that it's almost no longer a gold issue for me when it comes to leveling up leatherworking. Because I could throw a lot of gold at it to power level up leatherworking, but the problem is I can't throw a lot of gold at it because there just isn't the resources. That I can't spend that gold buying materials because there isn't any materials. And so the limiting factor for me when it comes to leveling up even further and unlocking new ranks is not the amount of gold that I'm willing to invest in it to do it. It's literally the fact that I cannot buy the materials. And the interesting thing is that if I'm in that situation, it means other people are as well. But I'm also very aware that, especially with leatherworking, there are people that have rank 4s across the board already on my server. Meaning that they are kind of done with the leveling. And they probably did the leveling when the leather was kind of cheap a week or so ago. Now, I would have done the same, but a week or so ago, I didn't have the liquid gold. So, well, let's let the Shadowghast ingots is actually the one I want to check the price of as well. These are still at 120 gold a piece. The frustrating thing for me is I can create Shadowghast ingots for a lot less than this, but the time it takes to produce them in relative terms to how many that I need right now is just criminal. I'm almost willing to spend 20-30 gold more on each Shadowghast ingot just so that I don't have to spend time crafting them. Been trying to be careful not to spend too much on inventory whilst the prices have been so high personally. Yeah, true. I'm not stockpiling materials as such. I'm keeping my inventory at the same level that I always keep it. But I'm not buying extra just to stockpile materials because they're high at the moment. Can reset Callous Market completely for around 2.2 mil right now. I can never tell you whether something like that is worth it or not. Resetting material prices is always risky. You've probably heard me say this a bunch of times, but it's always risky. Especially when you're having to drop 2.2 million gold on it. That's half a long boy. Half a long boy in an investment. That's a lot. Make your ingots when you have dinner, take a shower and such. You're just AFK crafting then. Well, the stupid thing is like I've literally got 2 accounts. So it shouldn't, in theory, be an issue. But it still requires me to do at least some element of multitasking. What's the price on ore though? Because if the price on ore is ridiculous, I might just consider buying them instead of actually doing the effort of making them. Well, there we go. Since it appears that the price of ore has been Why the hell is Sinvir all of a sudden at 90 gold apiece? Yeah, this is where your problem lies. This alone is making it so... I mean, I'd say at these kind of ore prices, quick maths, 90 plus 50 is 140, 150, 60, 70, 210, plus the flux. I would actually go as far as to say 210, 220, 230, 240. It's about 120 gold a piece just to craft a Shadowghast ingot right now with these prices like they are. But that is because it looks like somebody's come in and just powerhoused a whole bunch of materials. There's big clusters of materials here which just scream like buyouts. But there just isn't that much Phaedra ore even. This weekend's going to get real tight on materials. Never thought I'd miss the multi-boxes. Hey, this is the thing. Like, I took a lot of stick for a lot of the time. A lot of the times that I said that multi-boxes actually aid the economy. They do a lot of the grunt work that other people aren't willing to do. And yeah, markets are like material markets are drying up because the demand is so heavy with legendaries right now. It's blatantly obvious to see that the amount of multi-boxes out there gathering materials was helping keep the price of everything down for everybody. I love the new thing though, druids riding other druids running around gathering. Yeah, you'll often see two druids, one sat on the back of another one running around. Hey, it works. It works. Okay, let's start our restock then. Now I've kind of got an idea of what's going on material wise. We'll start with tailoring because it's usually the quickest and easiest. I've even gone as far as, if you guys use my cheat sheet, you might have noticed that there's a new page in the cheat sheet called restock. It's literally what I'm using for the purpose of restocking my legendaries right now. Now of course if you use the sheet, you're not gonna, the green boxes are basically the ones that I can craft. So, I mean, if you save a copy of this yourself, and then obviously you can customize it with the ones that you know how to craft. But you can see just how far behind I am in leatherworking as a whole. Like, I've focused on the two that are somewhat profitable myself for mail, but the rest of it, not even touched. I think I've got this to... ranked. I think I've got the vest to rank 2 as well. I think I'm rank 2 across the board now with leatherworking at the very least, but I'm still behind the curve. I should be rank 3 across the board in theory. But I use this just to quickly jot down how many, so if I go through what I've got on the auction house, I can go, right, well I need 2 more rank 2 braces to complete my restock and so on. And then when I know what I need, I can look at, right, well, if I need 2 of something, it means I'm entirely out of stock, so I should prioritise materials into that first, and it just makes the whole thing a bit easier. So, now that we've posted everything on the auction house, we can go Grim, alphabeticalize, and we can go belt. So we've got 1s, 2s and 3s in the belt. Have we unlocked rank 4 for the belt? We haven't, no. So that's stocked. Braces we've got up to rank 3, so 2 rank 1s, 2 rank 2s. We're missing a rank 3 braces, which is what we've just sold. So 1 rank 3 bracer needed. Cape, 2 rank 1s, no rank 2 capes, so 2 rank 2 capes needed. What's next on the list? The hood. 2 rank 1s, 2 rank 2s, 2 rank 3s. We haven't got rank 4 yet. Mittens. 2 rank 1s, 2 rank 2s, 2 rank 3s. We haven't got rank 4 yet. There we go, we're stocked. And I did a restock literally just before I went to bed, so I'm unlikely to actually need much. But pants, we've got 2 rank 1s, 2 rank 2s and 2 rank 3s. That's stocked. The robe, 2 rank 1s. Only 1 rank 2. We need 1 rank 2 robe. 2 rank 3s and 2 rank 4s. The rest of it is stocked. Sandals. 2 rank 1s, 2 rank 2s and 2 rank 3s. Pretty stocked. And then we need, oh wow, we need, with the shoulders, we need 2 rank 2s and 2 rank 3s. So now you can see, now I've just got that list of, oh wait, what's going on here? Now I've got that list of exactly what I need for restocking tailoring. We can switch over to the tailor and get that made. He says when he's got no materials. Maybe we, oh, enchanted lightless silk. Apparently I've got 168 in the bags of another character. Maybe I was crafting some last night then. What is the priority ranking list for leather legendaries? There isn't really. You can see from leatherworking, I've gone with just a level it up sort of equally approach, because a lot of the leatherworking stuff does sell. It's not like mail where you only sell the helm and the shoulders. That you can level up leatherworking kind of equally, or at least that's how I've been doing it. Not to say that it'll work the same for you on your realm, but is there a reason to level slots you don't sell any of? Best example would be mail belt. Sold like 5 of these across all ranks, compared to hundreds of other items. Well, I mean, the fact that you claim that you've sold 5 across all ranks means that no, it probably wasn't worthwhile leveling it up. But this is where you kind of not everybody uses a cookie cutter build. There is the possibility that they will still sell. The fact that you have sold some shows you that people will buy them if they're there. But yeah, this is the problem with leatherworking. The investment to rank up is so high, you do kind of want to be a little bit cautious. But only invest within your means. For the love of God, don't powerhouse something with no idea if it's going to sell or not. How about to accidentally post your Lego minimum price operations? You can ask 25 times. I've told you I genuinely do not give out my operations. I will talk about them and I will talk about how you can build them yourselves, but I do not give out my operations. And I've explained before, it's not because it's an industry secret, it's not because I'm doing it to be an ass, I'm doing it because when it comes to operations in TSM, if you don't know how they were made, you cannot fix them if you need to change something. You should definitely make your operations yourself. And secondly, the other big reason I don't give out my operations is because I am also not willing to troubleshoot when people don't know how they work. God's honest truth with you right there. Right, so let's get some of these recrafted then. We needed two rank 2 capes. If we leave that kind of there, we can see what we actually need, like priority wise. Now shoulders are popping off all over the place, and the capes. the only other things we need are kind of inconsequential, really. But the braces, actually making another set of braces. Another set of braces would be helpful because we're still trying to rank up for those. So prioritise a rank 3 set of braces there. Because not only do we craft it, we also get experience points. Rank 2s and rank 3s in the shoulders. Rank 2s, create one of those to begin with. In fact, these are a hot seller. Create 2 of those and then 2 rank 3s. That awkwardly is actually going to use almost all of that enchanted lightless silk as well. Well, that's the shoulders and the braces we've done. 2 rank 2 capes. I can make 1 rank 2 cape for now. Now we're out of materials again. Out of materials! Teachers? I assume you're referring to the operations side of things. And like I said, I'm happy to talk about operations. If people have got questions about them, I will answer questions about them. But this, like I said, I don't want to give people my operations and then they try and use them and they don't know how they work. And then all they do is they pester me to troubleshoot something that, you know, that's what I'm just not willing to do. Watch a lot of your vids. Where do you get the specialized profession stuff this expansion? What do you mean by specialized profession stuff? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Watch yesterday's stream for a lot of info on his Lego operations. Well, that's true. We went through them pretty heavily in yesterday's stream. Using a cheat sheet to manage the legendaries. Yeah, just do ! cheat and then you'll get a link to the spreadsheet. Do you give TSM fixed prices for materials like Shadowghast ingots? I want to make my own operations. Yeah, I manually input the prices of the materials rather than letting TSM determine what that material costs. Just because that's the level that's the control I want over TSM. Weirdly, TSM is ultimately designed to basically tell you what the price of materials are. But the issue is when you do it at the scale that I am right now, of having like virtually every single legendary crafted and multiple of them, and I'm managing materials on a daily basis. If you choose to let TSM do all of the costing for you, the likelihood is it will do it completely wrong. And so I tend to, when it comes to material prices, I manually put in my material prices. So Shadowghast ingot, for example, I've got it set just flat 100 gold, and then all of my operations work themselves out based on these material prices. So I manually adjust the material prices, and then the operations work out the minimum prices. But we do need some more lightless silk in either form. Ooh, somebody's posted a whole. I'll have all of that. Yoink! I'll literally just have all of that. That was really cheap. Sub 80 gold? Yes, please, absolutely. Or really cheap based on the last few days' work prices, anyway. 200 gold a piece for the enchanted, just as default. What's the soul dust looking like right now? So if that's under 50, okay, this is under 20 gold a piece. Simply the fact that I cannot be doing with shuffling. I might just buy out a whole bunch of this now. 100k in soul dust, is that over the top? It's probably not, is it? I wonder. I see you make Shadowgast Gauntlets rank 4. Can I ask you to make it with my mats? It is a 20k tip for a rank 4. I probably should just buy a whole bunch of this at least. How much have I got right now? I've only got 600 of this. That's not going to last me very far at all. That's not going to get me very far at all. Maybe 2,000. Yeah, that's not too bad. 2,000 soul dust. Means we can make some of the enchanted ourselves with all of that we want. Let's get those turned into actual materials then. What do we need to do? We need to do some enchanted material crafting. My professions are already capped, even though I haven't completed all of the quest lines quite yet. I don't have half of the recipes you're showing. Oh, I mean, if you're trying to get hold of the legendary patterns, you need to go through Torghast and speak to the rune carver and all of that sort of stuff. That's probably what you're missing out on. If you haven't done Torghast yet, you probably won't be able to craft the legendary items. Once you speak to the rune carver, he'll give you, or at least once you've done enough of the rune carver's quest lines for Torghast, he'll give you a quest that sends you back to your profession trainer in Oribos. That's probably the stage you need to complete. May you explain your operations so far as why there's a leading 1x? I mean, is that just because of the discount at the end, or is that well, the 1x is there, it's a multiplier. I mean, that's literally a multiplier. So it's working out the cost and then it's multiplying it by 1.1, which is the equivalent of saying 110% crafting cost, yeah. There's also a minus discount at the end, which is a custom price source that I use. It's so that I can very quickly discount all and every legendary at like the press of a button if I need to. Like, if there's somebody that's just doing stupid things, I can just bully them out the market really quickly if I want to. Right, let's get that crafted because we need this enchanted lightless silk to finish our tailoring restock. Whilst that's crafting, what we can do is check the restock on... Let's do leather and mail. I don't think there's going to be much of anything, if I'm honest, but... Hang on, let's do it through this way. Umber hide. So arm guards, we've got up to rank 3. We've got rank 1s, 2s and 3s, so no need to restock those. Gauntlets, 1s and 2s, we're good. Helm, 1s and 2s, we're good. Legs, 1, we're missing a rank 2 legs. Shoulders, we're also missing a rank 2 shoulders. Boots, 1 We're missing a rank 1 pair of boots. Really? Wow, okay. Rank 1 pair of boots. Vest, we've got 1s and 2s. I can make rank 2 of that. I thought I could. This is the problem when you use a spreadsheet that's not dynamically updating itself, and then 1s of 2s there, so we're stocked. That was expected. Only 3 items we need to restock for leatherworking. Bones, shatter. Let's do 2 birds with 1 stone. Rank 1s we've got. Rank gauntlets we've got. Greaves we've got. Helm we've got 1s, 2s and 3s for the helm. We can't craft rank 4 yet. The shoulders we've got rank 1s, rank 2s, 1 rank 3. We need another rank 3 shoulders. Boots at 1, vest at 1, waist at 1. There we go. Yeah, I knew there was literally going to be very little to restock for that. And then shadow ghast for the plate gear. Arm guards, 1s, 2s, 3s and 4s. Breastplates, 1s, 2s, 3s and 4s. Gauntlets, 2 rank 2 gauntlets needed. 2 rank 2 gauntlets, that's an odd one. Sure, no problem. 1s, 2s, 3s, no rank 4 greaves. Wow, that's missing a trick. Definitely should have those made. Helm, 1s, 2s, 3s and 4s. Aldrons, 1s. Why have I got so many rank 1s up on... Oh no, hang on. Hang on. Brain. 1s. We're missing a rank 2 and a rank 3. 1 rank 2, 1 rank 3. Boots. 1s. No rank 2 boots. Okay. You very quickly start to work out which ones are the popular sellers when you do it like this. Waist guard. We've got 2 1s. We're missing a rank 2 waist guard. And we've got 2 3s and we've got 2 4s. Okay. So there's our restock done. Oh, I suppose we should probably do the rings and necks as well. Where's the Shadowghast ring? Have I legitimately not got any Shadowghast rings on the auction house? Wow. Okay. What? Have I literally got no Shadowghast rings right now? Not any of anything. Wow. I'm entirely out of stock of Shadowghast rings for the first time this expansion. Well, I need 2 of everything then. Oh, hot smoke. I think we need to look into that market a little bit deeper then. Shadowghast next. We've got 2 1s. We're missing a 2. And we're missing 2 4s. Okay. Hot diggity. That's a lot of restocking to do. What's the best race for Horde or Alliance as a balanced druid? No idea. I have a balanced druid, but I couldn't tell you. How do you got that much altars to craft all those legendaries? I don't know what altars... I mean, how do you have that many alts? I mean, I've got 3 level 60s. Do you guys think it's worth leveling up plate arms to rank 4 at the moment? To enter the market at this point, I only have legs to 4. I mean, I can never really... I can't... Any question that begins with, is it worth? Or do you think it's worth? Is virtually impossible for me ever to answer in a way that will be pleasing to you. Because you're simply asking somebody that has no information on what server you play on, how many, what's selling on. I just don't know. I can't tell you. In your experience, do the rings sell faster than the next? Yeah, definitely. The rings are definitely more popular than the next, that's for sure. Selling rank 1 cloth hoods for 10k? That is a lol. Yeah, old since you're crafting all the legendaries yourself. Yeah, I just have 3 level 60s. My hunter, who is my main, is a leatherworker and a jewel crafter. I then have a mage that has tailoring and inscription, and I have a paladin that has blacksmithing and enchanting. So between those 3, they pretty much can, well, yeah, between those 3, they can craft pretty much everything that I need them to craft. Morning, Dave. Welcome, welcome. Now, what are we on time-wise? The stream's been up an hour now. Okay. Maybe it is going to be a 2-hour restock again. Yeah. Hang on, doorbell. 1 second. It's alright, the wife's fixing it. Our central heating stopped working downstairs the other day, so I think it's a dude here to look at that. This is not the country to live in when your central heating stops working. Right, it sounds like this dude has stopped. He has stopped tippity-tapping away, so we can send these materials now. Let's get those sent over. Finish our restock on tailoring. How long do you reckon rank 4s will be making money for? Arguably, if you get to rank 4, rank 4s will perceivably make gold for quite a while. I can't necessarily give you a time scale, but rank 4s and rank 1s are always going to be somewhat in demand, at least. Whether they maintain a profitable status or not is server dependent, unfortunately. Find myself spending too much time restocking materials and crafting too. Any tips to make things more efficient? Yeah, spend more gold on buying the pre-made materials. That's and just make less profit per item that you sell if that's the case. If the market demand is there, you can sometimes reduce the profit per item that you sell to be able to allow you to sell more. It's the Walmart theory again. Why was I here? I was looking to recraft a couple of items, wasn't I? So let's do. We still need 2 capes, do we? No, we made 1 of the capes. We need to make 1 more of the capes. 1 more cape at rank 2. And then 1 robe at rank 2. And then that should be tailoring stocked, at least for now. Hang on 1 second. Right, sorry. We're back. New to the stream, so I miss about alchemy or other stuff you're talking about. What do you think about potion and flask market at a time? People want to push Mythic Raid with the cost of herbs. Alchemy is all about the price of herbs. The only way you'll ever make any profit with alchemy is if you can get your herbs cheaper than the other alchemists on your server. Simply because there's no barrier to entry for alchemy whatsoever. You don't even need to level to 60 to be able to craft potions and flasks. There's no ranks, there's no random procs, there's no Silas procs, there's literally nothing. It's if you have an alchemist and you crafting a potion, you are on the exact same level as everybody else on your server that also has an alchemist. It basically sums down to the fact that you have to get your herbs for less. So that's what your main focus should be on for alchemy, is do everything in your power to get the herbs as cheap as possible. Honey, you need to make more money. The heating system's gone the way of the dodo. Well, we've got underfloor heating. That it's like the water runs through a bunch of pipes. Hot water runs through pipes under the floor and passively heats the house that way. And there's something wrong with it, so it's not leaking or anything, but for some reason it's just not hot. And living in a country where it's right now it's like -2 degrees outside, and that's considered warm. So right, let's send those items across, get those on the auction house. And let's move on to our leather worker. Positively balmy for a December day. Yeah. Doesn't the map price thing always hold true? Couldn't you just flip the herbs instead of crafting potions? The profit on the potions is minimal, if not under crafting cost. Couldn't you or just flip the herbs instead of crafting? Well, yeah. I mean that's always a thing as well. Like if you focus so heavily on buying the herbs cheap, you could in theory save yourself a lot of time and then just sell the herbs for more than it cost you to buy them in the first place. And then if they don't sell, then craft them into potions and try and sell the potions. But it's a weird one right now. When there is literally zero barriers to entry, there's no skill gap, there's no nothing to make it. There's nothing to give you a competitive advantage. What would you say to be a stable long-term profession that will continuously be useful, bringing gold? Well, I'm going to be slightly biased when I say this, but any of the legendary crafting professions. But there's a caveat to that it will be a long, stable profession if you are willing to dump millions of gold into getting it leveled up quickly and profitably at the beginning. Yeah, if you've not done that, then same as it's always been. Cooking will be a nice seasonal thing. Alchemy is relatively seasonal. To be honest, the gathering professions are going to be hot for the longest of time. I can't, unless Blizzard change something, I can't see skinning ever giving you less than 50k gold an hour right now. So yeah, it depends how you want to do it. Shadowgas breastplate prices are so nice. 90k for a rank 3, 150k for a rank 4. Juicy. There's one thing I've learned, it's the power of hindsight. If you can predict what will be popular, you can make money. What are your foresights for gold making beside crafters marks? Legendaries. Like it was something I was banging on about for the longest of time in beta. How the entire profession system and the economy is going to run around these legendaries. Hence why I now have rank 4s across the board in plate, rank 3s and rank 4s in tailoring. I'm working on leatherworking, and jewel crafting was maxed. Yeah. But that is always the thing. Like a lot of the time you're gambling on what you foresee being profitable. But when you've played the game for 15 years, it becomes a lot easier to see what's going to be profitable. So you say saving rank 4s for when they become relevant will be worthwhile. Rank 4s are already relevant. Like I'm literally selling as many rank 4s as I am anything else right now. Just because people can't physically turn it into their legendary yet doesn't mean they're not selling. And in theory, I tend not to save anything. If I can sell it today and sell it at a profit, I'll sell it today. Even if I know that profit will be twice as much tomorrow. Because in theory, I deal with crafted items, so I'll just make it again. Profit is profit. If you can sell it and make more gold than it cost you to make, just do it. How much liquid gold did you invest in crafting at the beginning of Shadowlands? My liquid, I came into Shadowlands with about 1.4 million gold, I want to say. I didn't have a huge amount. Not by goblin standards anyway, I didn't have a huge amount. You can see my TSM graph, it's all over the place. This is the last month. So you can see in the first couple of weeks, I came in with about 1.4 million, just under 1.4 million gold. Constant buying stuff, selling stuff, buying more stuff, selling more stuff. This has been a trend for a couple of weeks. It's only in the last week or so that we've really started to see the explosive amount of sales and gold from it. But every time I sold something, I was spending that money again on leveling up my professions and all that sort of stuff. So liquid gold doesn't really mean a lot to me though. I'm not bothered about keeping a lot of liquid gold. Liquid gold to me is just gold that's not doing anything. I'd rather that gold be doing something to make more gold. But yeah, we're now getting some pretty big mailbox openings. I think over the last week I've averaged about 1 to 1.5 million a day in just revenue. Now of course that's not profit, but it's churning through a lot of legendaries at high value. You can see my actual top item of all time is Bone Shatter Pauldrons now. Oh, here we go. Actually, average earned per day. So over the last month, my average revenue a day has been just under 1 million gold. But I've also spent about 1 million gold a day. So do you think the amount of time it takes to solo raid, farm all possible raids on all difficulties could you make in other ways go on faster? There is literally no point whatsoever spending any time in old content right now. If you're looking to make gold, and you want the easiest possible way to do it, pick up herbalism and mining, or pick up skinning, and just go gathering. There's literally no reason to be doing anything else right now. Like 40,000 gold an hour should pretty much be your minimum right now. Never modified tooltips before. I want to see the crafting costs, that I put into minimum price in the crafting window somehow, so that I don't have to restock before I can see if it's I'm not sure what you're actually trying to do. I mean, you can within TSM there's the tooltip settings. I mean, you can add or remove a whole bunch of different things and make your tooltips look ridiculous if you want them to. Just see if you can find something in here that does what you want it to do. Leatherworking. What did we need to recraft with leatherworking then? Do we even have any materials for leatherworking? No, we've got four enchanted heavy callous hide. Okay. Luckily we don't need to make many items. 1, 2, 3. We only actually need to make 4 items. What's the price of callous hide doing nowadays? Oh, hot Jesus. I knew I should have bought that callous hide earlier. See, I'm starting to understand that people who play on my server watch the stream. And if I speculate on something for too long, this happens. And it's gone. Yeah. It's fine. I didn't want to restock leatherworking anyway. It's fine. Not a problem. It's happening everywhere. It's happening everywhere. Do we want to spend up to 250 gold a piece? There's some items we're fully out of stock of. How much of this have we actually got? We've got a couple of hundred enchanted Elysium bars anyway. Someone was complimenting my Bruto at the Ouroboros mailbox the other day. Without him asking for advice, I went straight and said, thanks. Go do some skinning and you can make it too. Yeah, true. True. Look how expensive that crack hide is. Yeah, it's mental. Hang on, doorbell's going again. Yeah, I maybe I should do that. Maybe I should find an item on my server that's really expensive to begin with, and then just talk about how I'm planning on buying it all. And then if I talk about how I'm planning on buying it all, maybe somebody will actually swoop in and buy it all from under my nose. Maybe that's the plan. Maybe I should list a whole bunch of materials. Haha. I've worked it out. Right, we need to do this one, this dude. We got some materials, but not a lot. Maybe we can craft the basic stuff we need. We can get the basic stuff done. So, what was the basic things we needed? We were out of rank 2 gauntlets completely. Rank 2 gauntlets. Get one of those. You need a rank 4 pair of legs. At the very least. And then a rank 2 pair of boots. What are we missing? Flux? Flux? Are we missing flux? Rank 2 boots. At least one of those. Right, that's the bare minimum we need to restock. How many materials have we still got? 129. Jesus. That's not a lot, is it? Well, let's go with what we know to be good sellers. Gauntlets at rank 2. Create another pair of those. Because I'm quite sure they had a price reset on them yesterday. And the shoulders at rank 3. Because, you know, higher rank, higher profit. And maybe the waistguard at rank 2. How many materials we got? Oh, we might get a full restock on the go here, you know. We might get a full restock. Boots rank 2. Can we get another pair of boots rank 2? Shoulders rank 2. Reset Callus about an hour ago, 3.5 million down, around 2,300 for it. I reckon there's still some pretty hefty profit at those sort of prices. Rank 4 Greaves, can we still get a pair of those out? We can't, we're slightly short, that's fine. Not a problem. Right, that's our blacksmithing reset then. Right, that's technically about as much restocking as we can do. Although, actually, saying that, we need to make some rings and necks. That's what I forgot about. Especially some rings. We totally sold out on rings. I need to assess the situation on those, though, because the likelihood is that lacerite ore's gone up in price. That's probably the reason why. Which has made my essences look... Oh, okay, sure. Lacerite ore is only 10 gold a piece. Is it 10 gold a piece in quantity? No, not at all. Not at all. Essence of Rebirth is 600 gold a piece. 600 gold a piece when it's really cheap. 190s, there's still loads of them. 210s. Even 210 is now up to 20k. 225 at 75 and 235. 235's being listed. What is this dude doing listing them for 60k a piece? What, like, literally what is he doing? It's criminal. Right. I've got a whole bunch of essences, so I'm in no concern for me about crafting a whole bunch of everything. There's a rank 4, 2 rank 3s. Let's go rank 2s. My dogs are going mad again. Aha! I need to go steal all of those essences. I knew saving these essences for a rainy day would be worthwhile. Where did I put them all? Here they are. Bet my competition would love to get their hands on these right now. What price would you pay for enchanting mats on your server, knowing the detailing mats is just too time consuming? Well, I know full well that you can actually get soul dust if you spend the time buying leather, crafting braces, disenchanting braces. It works out on my realm. I think that you can get soul ash for about 10 gold a piece, but it's just hella time consuming. So I'm genuinely willing to pay about 20 gold a piece for each soul dust right now, just simply so that I just buy it in bulk and somebody else has done the hard work. What I also need, I'm short on Shadowghast ingots. Really don't want to pay this much for them though. But I also know, I just know the price of ore is ridiculous. If I could get away with waiting a little while, but then I might just miss out. The fact that Sinvir ore is 80 gold a piece is just criminal. This will come down in a few hours. Because just out of interest, what's the price of Widow Bloom right now? Widow Bloom is literally more expensive than Nightshade nowadays. So yeah, that very, very quickly is going to mean to me that people will be, wow, there's actually crazy amounts of it at these high prices as well. I really should get into the potions or the buying of herbs market, but I just can't do everything. Right, well, there's all the essences I need. What I do actually need now, though, is a whole bunch of Shadowghast ingots. Just enough to finish making these rings, at least. I think a lot of people switched to skinning and mining, to skinning and herbalism last week, like myself. Yeah, skinning and herbing is kind of actually a pretty good combination right now. Reset Widow Bloom on my server 3 days ago, still making profit on it. Widow Bloom is the bottleneck for a lot of potions and flasks, that's why. It's also why it's the most expensive. Is 200 going to be enough for the rest of those rings? Let's just send it all over and we can send whatever we've got left back. I know we're doing a lot of character dancing right now, but needs must. Rings, which did we craft? 235, 225s, 2210s. Can't believe I'm crafting rank 1 rings. That's bonkers. Can't believe I've sold them all. I had loads of these things. Did we need any of the necks? We needed 2 rank 4 necks. I'm actually running low on the essences for necks as well. That by itself is mad. and a rank 2 neck. Now, I need to check what my actual cost is on Essence of Rebirth. How am I working this out? I'm working this out as a percentage of the smart average buy price of Leystrike ore. Oh, that's really dangerous. That's a really dangerous price to have it set at. Using smart average buy price for anything is dangerous. It's alright, it's fine. What did I say the price of Leystrike ore was? Hang on, let's just, because I want to see all of the ores. It's currently 10 gold when it's expensive. I think somebody reset the price on Leystrike ore yesterday, which is why it's stupid high price. Oh, my smart average buy price is still set to like 12 gold though. That's fine. That's fine. That's great. That's all Gucci. We can live with that. Right, I think that's actually in record time our restock done. I would like to have bought some more materials though, but yeah. Weirdly, like, I'm not in super heavy investment mode right now, even though I know a lot of people probably should be. And that's simply because the fact that I know I'm away most of next week. So I'm very aware that I'm not going to be able to play the game for like 4 or 5 days next week. And that in turn means I don't want to be sat on huge amounts of stock. Doing the Walmart style, 10% profit each, 5% goes in auction house tax. I can make 5% on every legendary at the moment, and I got all rank 4s. Yeah, and that approach is very, very good at preventing other people getting into the market. And so very often you see people complain about like low profits and people undercutting heavily, but it's for that exact reason that you forget that the person that's undercutting you is unlikely to just be in that one market. It happens a lot. Wow, we genuinely don't have bag space for all of this. I really do need to work out what I'm going to do with a lot of these spare legendaries. I call them spare. They're not spare, they're just extra ones that I crafted when I was leveling. All the goblins on your realm are cheering. Yeah, no competition. Hey, there's a couple of there's probably, I want to say 3, maybe 4 big players on my realm. And then there's me. So there's about 5 of us, I'd say, that compete. So if one of us disappears for a few days, it's not going to make much of a difference. I'm afraid to reinvest right now as well. Materials are still very expensive from Wednesday, and they're probably going to go even higher next Wednesday, but I expect them to drop in between now and then. You would hope that they would drop in between now and then, but the big issue right now is that there just isn't that many people out farming. Materials are rare. It's, yeah. the days of being able to buy as many materials as you ever want it's not those days. How much do you think it will cost to reach rank 4 on a single piece of leather crafting? I'm wondering if I should level up this week before rank 4 is accessible. You're gonna have to dump literally millions of gold into doing that. Quite literally millions of gold. Now is the worst time to try and power level anything in leatherworking. As materials are at an absolute premium already right now, so if you're buying like 10 times the amount of materials because you're just crafting items to rank up, you're likely to find that there isn't even the materials to do it in the first place. I mean, you're just going to have to do some maths, is the honest answer, to try and work it out. But my recommendation is don't bother. There's no way you'll make enough profit on selling rank 4s to make up for the price that it'll cost to get there. Virtually no way. Not with leatherworking right now. What's your view on the end game for Lego Goblins? 4 to 5 people finally make it to rank 4 for all of them. Then it's who cancel scan most often wins. What next? Well, that kind of is what's next. That's what it comes to. But the fact that when demand starts to drop off and they stop selling in the large quantities that they are, the eventuality will be that the materials will then go down in price, and it will at least appear to be more accessible to people to get into it. Which will bring new competition in, but those goblins that have got rank 4s across the board will always be in a strong position, which is exactly why I've dedicated the first few weeks of this expansion to doing just that. That rank 1s will always sell. They'll probably not always be profitable, but they'll always sell. Rank 2 and 3s, there'll likely always be a fair amount of them on the auction house as people craft them in mass to level up, but they're never going to be super profitable, but you are likely to make some gold on them all the same. Rank 4s will always be a nice little money maker, I think, but we'll have to see. Like, it's all, like I said, with most things in this game, it's all speculation. Still have 2 rank 1s in each of leather, mail and plate. Seems risky to level them up now. Well, it is. It very much is. Yeah. This is why I always talk about keeping ahead of the curve. If you stay ahead of the curve, you eliminate a lot of the risk, because by staying ahead of the curve, you were crafting and selling at a time when those items were in demand, and in essence, you were probably actually making gold whilst you were doing it. If you get behind the curve, like next week, for example, rank 4 is going to be what people are going to want to buy. And if you've only got the ability to make rank 1s and 2s, the amount of rank 1s and 2s you'll be selling will be very minimal. It's very difficult to then even get to the point where you can supply what the market wants. I've been doing the craft 1 sell 1 approach for leather, and even doing consistent sales even above cost. Yeah, because the methodology there is the market is telling you where the demand is. I mean, I've done the craft 1 sell 1 approach, and I've only sold at a profit, but you can see what happens when I've been able to achieve rank 2s in everything for leatherworking, but mail, like literally there's only 2 item slots that ever sell consistently for me. I've sold some of the others, but not 15 of them. Not enough to even get to rank 2 in the other ones. But that does mean that there are shamans, for example, that are running around like can anybody craft a rank 2 or a rank 3 mail chest piece? And there's just nobody that can do it, because not enough people have bought the rank 1s in the first place for crafters to even have rank 2s or 3s. Flipped 2 BOEs for 450k profit today. Just made your first million. And well over that, thanks to the goal-making mindset rubbing off on me watching your stream. Hey, GG, my man, well done. Congrats. Yeah, I mean, I've very much been playing catch-up. I'm very much playing catch-up in a lot of cases. I mean, I should have had, in theory, I should have had cloth banged out in the first week, because I could have bought all of the materials I ever needed super cheap back then. Leveling up tailoring 2 weeks ago was so cheap compared to what it is today, by like disgusting levels cheaper. Blacksmithing, I've kind of blacksmithing is the only one that I've stayed ahead of the curve of consistently. But I still didn't even have blacksmithing in the first week or so, simply because it's on an alt. Tailoring was on my 3rd level 60. Blacksmithing was on my 2nd level 60. It was only leatherworking that was on my 1st level 60. But yeah, that was, for me, the downside was coming into Shadowlands with very little gold. In hindsight, I would have liked to have come into Shadowlands with maybe 4 or 5 million gold rather than just like 1.5. But getting 4 or 5 million gold at the back end of BFA was the problem. Plus, I think I banked pretty heavily on jewel crafting being a cheeky pot of gold, and it was a cheeky little pot of gold until Blizzard removed the price floor on Leystrite, and then everything crashed for a little while, and that's when I had to switch focus. I focused on jewel crafting first over leatherworking, and then Blizzard changed something, and I got kind of stung by that, which meant that I was already behind in leatherworking before I was at a point where I had no liquid gold left, and I was already behind in leatherworking. In a profession that arguably you need to throw 20 million gold at it to get it leveled up now. Kind of annoying, I know, but you can't win everything. Still haven't found an add-on to track my stock of each legendary or rank though. I really need one. Might have to look into making one yourself. The problem is that it's probably because there just isn't an add-on to do that. The fact that TSM still haven't done it kind of indicates to you that it's not a simple fix either. It's because of all of the different bonus IDs and the fact that apparently behind the scenes the creation of all of these items is completely wackadoodle because Blizzard rushed to put everything together. It's probably a coder's nightmare behind the scenes. Just maxed out jewel crafting legendaries. If essences and ore for specific essences are expensive, is the best solution to prospect Leystrite, even if I only want to restock the ring. It's all relative. You just need to know the prospecting rates. There will be a point where yes, it becomes more cost effective to prospect one ore over another. But the interesting thing about jewel crafting is that the main trick with it is about using all of the materials that you get. Now, of course, if you're prospecting Leystrite, you're going to get a lot of gems, and you're going to need to do something with those gems as well, or you're kind of like instantly wasting a lot of gold. If you could get into a new legendary market today, which one of the armor types would you pick? I mean, probably blacksmithing because it sits in the middle. Tailoring, the barrier to entry to get into tailoring is pretty low, because in theory it's the profession with most readily available materials and cheapest materials. Leatherworking, on the other hand, the barrier to entry is ridiculously high, because the material prices are ridiculously high. Blacksmithing sits as a comfortable middle ground. To be honest, none. Prices are way overinflated. Well, that is another logical way to look at it. Yeah. But what I want to do now that I've got my restock done and dusted and out of the way, is I want to go do Torghast, because I have I suppose maybe I should go back to pick up my callings and stuff first. But now that they appear to have nerfed Torghast, I want to give it a go on my hunt and see how far I can get. I mean, I've not got good gear. Let's preface that by I've not got good gear. But I want to do at least a run or two of Torghast. Test it out. I'm about to dump 3 mil and go straight for rank 4 in leather. My advice would be don't, but you do you. Pick up our quests again. It's literally Friday and I've not even picked up my weekly quests on my main character yet. How bad is that? Yeah, unfortunately 3 million is not going to get you very far in leatherworking right now. You might get 1 or 2 item slots if you're lucky. And then you've got the problem that if you choose the item slots that are likely to sell at a reasonable speed, you're also going to find that those slots are the ones that then have lower than average profits on them, simply because you'll have a lot more competition. Maybe I should go check my mission table as well whilst I'm at least here. Any tips on making gold for a level 33 character? Dude, just get to 60. Honestly, it'll take you literally a few hours to get. Don't be trying to make gold at level 33. Pointless. Totally pointless. 110% pointless trying to make gold at a low level like that now. Just work your way to 60. Work your way to 60, pick up herbalism and skinning. Or herbalism and mining. Or skinning and mining, whatever. Pick up a couple of gathering professions. Get to 60, and yeah. Just made my first mill today, thanks for the updates and support. Do you think I should get into the plate market with 1.4 million? You'll get some way into plate. Certainly won't complete it, not by a long shot. But never reinvest more than you're willing to lose. That's the #1 rule I say to everybody. Simply because, yeah, never invest more than you're willing to lose. Oh, you don't have Shadowlands? Well, that's the first thing you're going to need. There's very little point trying to make huge amounts of gold if you don't actually have the latest expansion. I'd concentrate on on getting Shadowlands first. Torghast is now very easy. Well, let's see, shall we? I'm item level 166. Technically, I couldn't even with my gear. I couldn't even get into goddamn LFR. I don't think it was 170, wasn't it? I've not even checked. Raid Finder was 170, right? Yeah, requires item level 170. So my gear's officially terrible still, with less than Raid Finder quality gear. Let's see how we do in Torghast now. What's your profession tier list at the moment? Exactly the same as it was at the end of beta. My opinions on professions have not really changed at all. If you've watched my profession tier list video from just before the game was released, it's probably exactly the same. Some dude pawned some of his pets for 150k. He needed a token to buy Shadowlands. In 2 to 3 days after I loaned him the money, he returned them back and said he has like 600k from a BOE farm now. Same, but Inscription is not top at this moment. It's probably still very close to the top. Trust me, Dark Moon cards will still be flying off the shelves. Especially with LFR opening up. People need item level 170. One of the quickest and easiest ways to get item level 170 is to buy a Dark Moon trinket, and then go buy some 168 gear, buy a Dark Moon trinket. I mean, that's literally what this character is rolling right now. Actually, where's my Dark Moon trinket? Did I sell it? Did I buy 5 Dark Moon trinkets and then forget to send one to my main character? Whatever. What a noob. Have you been selling 168 gear? I've not, no. But that's simply because I've not put anywhere near enough time in the Maw to even unlock the ability to do it. Apparently I've only sold 4 of these. That means I should have a Dark Moon deck Veracity kicking about somewhere. Did I just put it in the bank and forget about it? I did. Mailbox. Oh, I'm going to have to go back to Oribos just to find a mailbox, aren't I? Of course I am. Is there a mailbox in Torghast? Surely there's a mailbox in Torghast, right? I don't know, we'll find out in a minute. I bet there is. Heavy Desolate Armor's selling well for me. Yeah, a few people have said that the Heavy Desolate Armor kits are pretty profitable. People are going to buy them in reasonable quantities for raiding. If you're on a realm that has a good raiding scene, yeah, the likelihood is that you can make a fair bunch of gold off those things right now. The heavy ones required rep with somebody. I can't remember who it is though. Can you do Raid Finder at 50? No. Got to be 60. There we go, bang, 170. Exactly, on the nose. I've still got a terrible bow. I've still only got a 155 crossbow. This character's trash. The dangerous, unescapable Torghast. Hey, here's your mailbox from your trusty mailman across realms. What does Venari want now? Suitable demise. Throw 5 soul forged cores into soul forges. Collect 10 essences of misery and destroy the misery. Ah, these are just our weekly. Why did they have yellow? Seth has joined the Morning Coffee Club. Appreciate, my man. Welcome, welcome. Shout out to you. Definitely appreciate the support. I think you also, if I remember rightly, I think you pledged on Patreon as well. So appreciate it. Thank you. Around 70 gold per kit. Hey, that'll do. Look for a prisoner in Torghast who might know where Anduin and Thrall is being held. 50 soul ash. Alright then. Right, which wings are available this week? Fractured Chambers and the Upper Reaches. Now, let's see, shall we, how nerfed Torghast actually is. Can we just stroll in and complete a 4? Can we just stroll in and complete a 4? This will be the true test of whether it's been nerfed or not. Whether a terrible gold maker is able to stroll through Torghast or not. That's the defining thing here. Do upper reaches you can solo a 4? Killing a Morat increases your health. Hunter's Mark now increases damage takes by 15%. Straight up 15% damage on Hunter's Mark will do nicely for the big stuff. Why is the trinket not macroed in? Okay. Just now actually got to remember to use Hunter's Mark. That's actually very true. If we don't have Hunter's Mark on the bar, then we're never going to use it, are we? Seen 8 rank 4 200k sales go off for leather in the last 6 hours. That's a lot. I'm kind of wondering, you know, if people are getting their rank 4s with the mission table and with like the quest that is we're getting. I'm wondering if people are actually getting there, you know. It might be a thing. People are getting them ahead of time for next week. Well, that's a probability, yeah, for sure. I mean, it's actually weird to see that a lot of now, obviously not at like 200k a piece, but on a lot of servers right now, you can see that rank 4s are selling cheap. Rank 4s are less than rank 3 prices. It's once again, it's the demand thing. The people who are unlocking it and thinking that they make boatloads of gold just because they've unlocked it and it's a higher rank. And then they realise that, oh, well, hang on, most people aren't buying them yet, and just undercuts happen. What's the rotation add-on you're using? 3 bars next to the health thing. It's called He-Keely. It's a really funny name. I don't know exactly how you pronounce it, but this one here, He-Keely. Mastery by 3, sure. Oh, damn. Whatever. Misclicked. Rescue this dude. Home to home out of Mythic Raiding Guilds, rank 4s are flying off the shelves. Difference between 3 and 4 is less than double in price. Well, this is it. Like, people may, if they were looking at picking up a rank 3 this week, if they see the rank 4 and they see that there's not actually that much of a price difference, you know, they might just be, well, we'll just pick up a rank 4 and we'll craft it next week. It's no rush kind of thing. I'm almost tempted to try marks though as well, you know. Not that I'm a meta slave in any way, shape or form, but I just want to see what the comparison is in DPS. Although I genuinely have no idea how to play marksman because, you know, I'm a terrible player. I'm a 1-spec Andy. I'm officially a 1-spec Andy most of the time. I can't be doing with learning 20 different classes and specs. Too much like hard work. Now, this is kind of, considering this is now a layer, oh, hang on, is it a layer or a floor? It's layer 4, isn't it? It does feel a lot, it feels like it doesn't, it's not taking less time to kill things, I don't think. It's just everything is doing less damage, it feels. Like my pet was like, literally, if I didn't have men pet up all the time, it was a bad day. Whereas now, not so much of a thing. I mean, like I said, I may come to regret that statement, but although this dude at the end of the level is still got a fair health pool to him. Boom. What do we get? Ooh, acrobatic razor's good fun. Acrobatic razor's good fun. It just means I need to remember to disengage a lot. That's good fun. Goblins in Torghast are called Morats. Alright, sure. I only play 1 spec, but it's Feral Druid, so that has to count for at least 2. Nope. Counts for half. I mean, it doesn't even look half, it's literally a quarter. Right. Hunter's Mark. Misdirect pet. Send pet in. Do pet things. Pet take aggro. Hop off. And then things die, right? Okay, things didn't die quite as fast as I expected things to die. And it killed my pet. Okay, there's me saying that. Oh no, I don't really need to mend my pet. Yeah, I knew I'd regret that. Okay, signs of being a terrible player are becoming more and more obvious. Feral Druid is just a hunter pet with dreams. Poor Feral Druids. I know 2 geared marksman hunters that switch to BM for Torghast because they say it's easier. Well, I mean, simply having that pet to do all the tanking for you, right? Surely has got to be. Wow, 100% damage on kill shot. Yoink. Not to mention a BM hunter not only has the 1 pet, but they have the 2 pets. So, I mean, kill command is basically instantly more powerful. Assuming that you have that. You're spec'd into, what's it called? Wild Call? Is that the talent? I don't know. I can't remember the Animal Companion even. I can't remember all of these names. My brain's full of gold making knowledge, not class playing skills. Come on, something big, epic. Critical damage and healing by 18%. Now, that doesn't aid our crit chance, but, you know, when we do crit, pop off. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong button. Oh well, whatever. Right. Puzzle time. Puzzle time. Do we go? Are we going to go for just straight line down the middle, do we think? Straight line down the middle, maybe. Do you mean you're not close enough to interact with that target? Straight line across the middle, there we go. Easy game. One thing that is definitely making me look forward to hitting 60 on my Demon Hunter though is I really want to do to be honest, Torghast is one of the main reasons I want to level up any character right now, to be honest. Oh, increases critical strike by 9%. So not only have we got the, where was it? We've got 3 times critical damage and healing. So we've got critical damage is increased by 18%. If we increase our critical strike chance as well, that'll do nicely. Combo wombo on the crit there. I think we're going to build a crit heavy build if we can. How's Monk in Shadowlands? I'm not entirely sure. I'm sure they're dancing around like they usually do. Hello? Okay, wasn't talking to me. Ooh, we're already feeling, just with that extra crit damage. Now I've got to remember to watch out for whatever it is this dude wants. I always forget to try and complete these mission things. What's in here then? I sense there's going to be something good in here. Oh, there's a power in one of these things, look. Yoink. Nice. Tar Trap, Bestial Wrath. If we had Tar Trap, it increases its size, maybe, but longer Bestial Wrath is a good one. What time is it on the realm now? Think I should pick the same time of day to leave the auction house to play the game. It's currently just gone midday server time. I mean, with it being a Friday, things don't really pop off until sort of 5-6 o'clock on server time for me. Yeah, Demon Hunter I think is going to be pretty fun in Torghast. Prop Paladin's a laugh. Although, to be fair, I still haven't got around to doing my Prop Paladin Torghast runs. What I did see though yesterday was that Prop Paladins can pretty much just walk through Torghast. They've got no problems in here at all. Aha, end dude. Sure, fine. Do I reckon I should go complete the rest of the level just to find all the powers and get on the Phantasma? I think I probably should. Oh, 10k crit. That'll do. Ooh. Stunning a target with intimidation increases your critical strike chance by 100% and your critical damage by 100% for 6 seconds. Wow, we are going crit heavy. We are going crit heavy. That's an easy pick right there. Critical strike chance by 100%. Add on top of the fact that I've got this critical damage increased by 18%. And critical strike chances increased by 9% natively. Yeah, that's a 6-second absolute Zerg fest. What's the cooldown on intimidation? It's a 1-minute cooldown. On a 1-minute cooldown, we can absolutely pop off like you can't even believe. So we intimidate there, look. Boom! That's crazy. That's 6 seconds of absolute madness. Now, you'd be surprised what you can do in 6 seconds. Oh, hang on. Why is my pet dying? Can the pet stop dying, please? Dropping any trap increases you and your pet's damage dealt by 25%. Oh my days. So now we disengage. We dropped traps. My god, we're wombo comboing this really hard. Dropping any trap increases your pet's damage dealt by 25%. Does that stack? Because I can now disengage. If I disengage, that's dropping 2. Okay, it doesn't stack, but that's a 25% damage buff. So disengage, stun, pop off. That's what we're saying. Right, let's get out of this level then. Which way were we meant to go? We found the exit once already, but then yeah, which way were we meant to go? We probably weren't meant to drop down there. Doesn't stack, but it's still OP. Yeah. It's all about the wombo combos. Get wrecked. Hey, there's another power there. How did I miss a power? Nobody told me there was a power kicking about. Acquire a bag filled of bones and meats, or 10 soul remnants. Now, a bag of bones is not going to do anything for us, but a bag of meats? What if it's like a stack of ribs? Or do I just want 10% agility? I mean, considering I'm a gold maker, I really should just go for the bag of meat, shouldn't I? It'll be ethereal meat? Yeah, you almost know it will be. Various bones and meats. It's never going to give me any ribs, is it? Don't take the mats, it sucks. Mats it is. Bloodied satchel. From the bloodied satchel we got 5 pallid bones and 3 desolate leather. Wow, that was about 16 gold worth of materials. Whoa. Didn't even give any meat. It lied. There's literally no meat. Take it, 3 gold. Yeah, roughly 16 gold. Not really, I'd have rather have had the 10% agility if I'm honest. Never pick those bags. Yeah. Now, kill shot damage increased by 100%. Increases your strength, agility, stamina and intellect by 30%, but you are no longer able to jump. 30% flat agility boost, but I can't jump. Or kill shot, 100% increased damage. You know what? We could probably get killed. Like, the problem is that the end boss. If we can stun, disengage, kill shot. Kill shot is going to absolutely wreck because we've already got it increased by 100%. The no jump is kind of OP though. But a second kill shot, 200% damage increase on kill shot. I mean, that's got a shred, right? That's literally, if it gets down to 20%, it's dead instantly. I'm not sure, you know. I'm not sure. Let's just go with a rare one. Flat agility boost. we don't need to jump anyway. Another hunter's mark. Tar trap radius increased by 100%. That one works kind of nicely with what we're doing. The damage of your next barb shot is increased by 20% when you break a vault. Nah, that's boring. Tar trap by 100%. That one's tempting. Or another piercing scope. Hunter's mark now takes 30% extra damage. Well, that's got to be pretty big, hasn't it? That's got to be pretty big. Let's just take a random one then. How many have we got? 287. We'll just take a random one. Please be good. Ooh, if you launch a flare into your tar trap, all enemies inside the tar trap will burn for damage. That's literally my legendary. Does it stack with my legendary? Well, we'll find out because the other one's trash. Got an auction house twink, but in TSM crafting I don't have the materials for leatherworking, since I don't have the profession on that character, so all the operations fail. Can't pull in the map prices, it seems. How did you add them? Oh, honest answers I can't remember. Yeah, honest answers I can't remember. Somebody was saying though that you need to have the profession that uses the materials and makes the materials for it to show up in the material list, which is a bit of an odd one. I can't remember exactly how you do it though. You might just need to pick up a few professions on some other alts on that second account for it to work. A lever locked chest. Hey, where did these come from? Hey up. At your command. Oh my god, I've got no pet. Pet died. Where did these two dudes come from? Whoa, 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 whoa. Can we chill out, please? Gonna have to use my my biggest DPS cooldown, which just so happens to be intimidation, believe it or not. Wow. When you critically strike with a direct attack, an arcane bolt will also strike your target. Or do we just want to increase our crit chance even more? We can every minute we can pump our crit chance to 100% anyway. But we've already got 3 of these. Crit chance is already increased by 9%. Our crit chance is at 26% already. But when we critically strike, we do more damage. Just more damage. More damage. These dudes are just running around killing everything. This is awesome. Oh my god, the damage. I'm feeling pretty squishy though. That's one thing I will say. Did I not even Hunter's Mark him? I didn't even Hunter's Mark him. That was really sloppy though. Fun, but sloppy. How much WoW do you play off stream? Some. As it stands right now, most of my playtime is on stream. But get out of the way, big dinosaur dude. No, let's go all of them down then. Oh, I hate these little mini games. How do I... what? Stupid. Forget it. Can't be doing with it. Too much hard work. Stupid game. There's about like 16 different possibilities there. I'm probably more than that. I'm not going to faff around with doing that. That was rather sad to watch. Hey, look, I can't have it. Kill command damage increased by 50%. Yoink. Oh, hey up, who are you? Oh my god, 18k crit with kill command, with kill shot. Enemies affected by your traps deal 25% less damage. Suppose we'll just have this one. Guess we'll take up Nature's Mending as well then. If you want pure damage for the hunter, nothing compares to Night Fae. Yeah, I'm quite sure that's the case. I didn't go Necrolord for any other reason than I just wanted to make an abomination. It's the simple thing. Plus it was it kind of made sense for me to I want 4 characters at 60 so I can have 1 in each covenant, so my hunter just got designated Necrolord. I've just got too many. Oh my god, kill shot damage increased by 100% again. Well, there we go. It's a good thing we didn't take it earlier because we've now got it again anyway. I've just got too many different damage amps. I like, it takes about 12 global cooldowns to set them all up. First world problems, I know, but yeah, now things just get deleted. Straight up deleted. Torghast feels a lot easier. Well, Torghast did have a whole bunch of nerfs, so I mean, it feels easier because it is easier, is the honest answer with that one. Walk on that rune for power. There was a rune I should have walked on. Missed it. Layer 8 became layer 6 in terms of difficulty. Yeah, there was an overall reduction to the amount of damage that things did, and things had less health. And we were talking about this a bit earlier, that it kind of makes sense. It needed to be that way, to be honest. Yeah, I just have too many ways to increase my damage that I can't, especially when one of my damage amps only lasts for like 6 seconds. By the time I've set everything up, it's like half of them run out. It's amazing how gear dependent Torghast is, though. Like, one extra item level can make a huge difference because everything scales so ridiculously, and it scales off base values. So if you increase those base values by even a small amount, by the time everything is scaled up off them, it makes a huge difference. Previous floor, last room, there was a rune of some sort on a pedestal. If you walk on it, a mob spawns and it gives you an anima power. Oh, I think I know what you mean. I think I saw that. Oh, okay. Right, well, I know that for future reference then. Did you see that guy just disappear? That's the advantage of 100% critical strike rating. You can make elites just disappear. I can only do that once a minute though, but it's fun. We'll have bigger tar traps then. I think alchemy is a good profession. You can arguably make as much gold with alchemy without actually having alchemy. And what I mean by that is that the entire game of alchemy is all about getting your materials cheap. Now, in theory, if you get your materials cheap, or the herbs in this case, in theory, if you get the herbs cheap enough, you could probably just resell them to alchemists that are not trying as hard. Is the honest answer. I don't necessarily think alchemy is going to be a great one long term. You might be lucky that there's not much competition, but on any server of any reasonable size, you're going to run into so much competition with alchemy that it just becomes about who can get the herbs at the cheapest price. It's weird now, my actual DPS cooldowns are less effective than some of the random stuff I've picked up. Like, for example, my biggest DPS cooldown now, by far, is Intimidation, is my stun. Because when I stun, I gain 100% critical strike chance. Oh my god, more crit. My crit chance is going to end up being 100% by itself at this rate. With Torghast nerfs, anybody running a Mythic 0 dungeon should probably be able to afford a rank 4 pretty soon. Well, I think this is kind of this is the thing. Like, there was too many classes, I think, that just weren't getting enough progress on Torghast. And worst case scenario, it was probably putting people off from playing Torghast. because they were like, oh, well, this is just way too difficult. I'm not going to bother. Right, what's my optimal sort of setup for this now? Misdirect on the pet. He's Hunter's marked. We want to go in. We want to pop our regular cooldowns. We want to get that on the go. Then we want to stun. Then we want to just go to town. And then he's dead. A casual 13k DPS. Yeah, sure. Your critical strike damage and healing is increased by 30%, but your frost damage and healing done is reduced by 75%. Oh my lord. So not only can I get 100% critical strike chance now, my critical strike damage is also buffed through the absolute roof and all. Right, well, should we see how easily we get to one-shot the end boss then now? That's ridiculous. This has been one of those like god tier runs that you get occasionally where just everything lines up nicely. Imagine just popping off like 13k DPS on a character with item level 170 gear. Shouldn't be possible. Kill command damage increased by 50%. Oh my days. Well, 50% additional damage on kill command. Yoink. There's not really anything else that screams out at me, so maybe I'll just pick up a couple random ones. And we get, oh my god, flat 25% damage. We've already got one of those. Can we have the same one twice? Does it stack? Can we get epics to stack? Will I deal 50% more damage for 10 seconds? Buy anima powers first. They do stack. Oh my god. Dropping any trap increases your pet's damage. You and your pet's damage by 50%. This is crazy. Well, the only one that benefits me then is Verse by 9. Right. How... We've got all cooldowns available. How are we going to drop this dude in one shot? We've got to get Hunter's Mark on him. We've got to misdirect our pet. We got to intimidate him, but we got to pop all our cooldowns for that to happen first. We want to disengage to get the damage buff. So pull, disengage, pop cooldowns, intimidate, and then kill it. Like that. Just a casual 27k DPS, you know. That's how you defeat the end boss. This is why. You know what's funny? I didn't even use my my legendary for that. That was simply because I had the ability to. All of that was because of a couple of talents. Dropping a trap increased my damage by 50%. Stunning a target with intimidation increases my critical strike chance by 100%, and the critical strike damage for 100%, but only for 6 seconds. Now I didn't even need 3 seconds, never mind 6. On top of the fact that I had a whole bunch of other stuff that boosted damage, crit damage. That's a crit chance one. Yeah, that kill command damage increased by 100%. Critical strike damage and healing increased by 30%. On top of flat 30%. Yeah, it's just when you get these god tier runs, you can just do some ridiculous stuff. 27k DPS on that last boss. And I think I kind of I could have probably done even more, to be honest. Make a quick Torghast guide. Hey, like this was just one of those god tier runs. Hey, it's nice to see I got a memory out of it though, at least. Is that layer 8 now? No, it's like layer 4 or something. But the point is I'm item level 170. Last week I couldn't even complete layer 4. This week, with a god tier run, stacking crit all over the place, 27k DPS on the last boss with item level 170 gear. Can you imagine what, like, if somebody strolled in here with item level 200 gear to begin with, what they would be doing? Yeah, it's ludicrous. But the difference is, last week it was like, oh my god, a 4, it's going to kill me, it's going to be really hard. Now, that was just a lot of fun. Quite simply, that was just a lot of fun. Item level 170 just pooped on a 4. Yeah, literally one shot the boss on a level 4 with what in theory is nothing gear, like literally nothing gear. Should we do a layer 5 then? We need to work our way up the tree, don't we? Yeah, let's do a 5 then, because we need to do a 5. Now, I don't intend to get a god tier run again, because that was ridiculous, but although that's not a bad one, is it? That's not a bad start. That's really not the worst of starts. Dropping any tar trap increases your pet's damage. You and your pet's damage by 25%. This was massive for us last time, because with Soul Forged Embers as our legendary in the first place, we're dropping traps as part of our rotation, so we might as well have that one. This is what I really enjoy about Torghast, that every run is kind of slightly different. Let's set focus on the pet. That'll make our misdirect macro easier. They buffed the first anima power you get. I hope they always give you a good one to start with. I mean, in theory, you could just farm for that perfect one to begin with if you wanted to. If there's a power you want to get at the beginning. Now, I don't think in this gear we'll... Oh, we might be able to do a layer 8. It may take us a bit of time, but... do we have... We don't have any serious wombo combos right now. I mean, that's still taking a layer sentinel down pretty quick though. That was still... We're only in floor 1 and we were still popping out 5k DPS. Tried to do that and just got the same 2 powers every time. Oh, so you can't fish for ones. Oh, okay. That's quite cool. I'm glad they've thought of that. Well, I suppose it was the very first thing I thought, so yeah, they probably would have thought of that. I guess they don't want people to feel like they have to fish for legendary powers. Oh, damn, my pet's almost dead. Now, which way is the way to go, do we think? Do we go... If we go around... Well, I'll tell you what, let's just explore. Let's just explore. There's a power over there, look. No, go away with your bone armor. Strength and agility. Oh, oh, oh! No longer able to jump again. We don't need to jump. Flat 30% stats. What item level am I? 170. Nothing special at all. Nothing special at all. Another 2 powers. Wow. Combo. Kill shot by 100%. Yoink. Snare. Tar trap snares by an additional 15. Not super useful for me, but it'll do. Because in theory my pet should be holding everything in the tar trap anyway. Not actually using it for its proper CC. I'm only using it to trigger my my legendary. Poor souls posting rank 3 plates for 5 to 10k by mistake. I kind of feel bad for them. Yeah, unfortunately, that's always a thing with these items that has weird rankings to them. You'll usually find that be a case. Why is my hunter's mark now not on my bars again? Boom, get wrecked. Get wrecked. Literally only 1,000 ore on the auction house. It's crazy to see just how many materials are just not about. It's so odd, like literally the effect of no multi-boxes, you know? Kill command by 50%. Do I already have the scent of blood? I do already have the scent of blood. That will give me the ability to also have wild call. Or one with the pack even. No, I just want more kill command damage if I'm honest. Torghast runs work like arena, reset all talents and bar changes. Oh, do they? Okay. Oh, that I didn't know. That'll probably be why then. Oh, that was useless. That was totally pointless. Well, yeah, this is the thing. There's just a unnaturally large demand for these higher end materials right now. I do foresee before too long, probably in the new year, I'd say the beginning of the new year, we'll see a huge crash in material prices, because the second the demand for these legendaries drops off even slightly, the materials will crash in price. Even though they appear rare right now and are at a premium right now, they will very quickly become rare again. Don the boots, increasing your movement speed by 40%. Your spells and attacks have a chance to grant you 35% mastery for 15 seconds. 35% mastery is big. Movement speed isn't going to do nothing for me, but 35% mastery is going to do a lot. Wasn't super ooper duper, but it'll do. Kill command by 50 again. When you fall below a bunch of health, fully heal. Yeah. More kill command damage, please. Must have made 300k profit selling the 168 gear. Yeah, you're still probably in a nice position. There's not many people that have even got the ability to pick up the plan. That's a huge bonus for sure. Wow, that chunking my pet down, something crazy. Damn, that thing killed my pet. This is not good news. Need you to stop doing what it is you're doing, because you keep killing my pet. Right, this is a peace out moment. Hey? Oh. We got hit like a truck. I think in fairness we tried to tank the entire floor, which didn't help, but I mean, I did a video a couple of days ago saying that, yeah, the 168 gear is going to be an absolute gold mine for people. Those that put the effort in to get it are going to see some huge rewards from it. Now, it's not a market that's going to last very long, in all honesty, but whilst the market holds out, it's a nice little one to be in for sure. Might be this last weekend and then it's over. Well, it depends how there'll be a surge at some point. Don't know exactly when this surge will be, but there will be a surge at some point of where just everybody gets access to Crafter's Mark Rank 2. And if they'll have seen the profits from it, they might obviously take the decision to craft it up. And when 20 people on your server get access to Crafter's Mark Rank 2 all on the same day, then you can say it's basically game over. It will happen literally overnight. There'll be no real delay to it. One day it'll be profitable and the next day it won't. Heal you and your summoned pet. Feign death, cooldown reduced. I think damaging spells healing me by 5% is pretty strong. Now, we've not had the god tier powers so far. We did alright at the beginning. .4k DPS though is still pretty impressive for somebody with gear like this. Only selling them for 2.6 to 4k though, about 800k in revenue. Yeah, quantity. The fact is the people that are interested in this 168 gear is going to be two people. Either people that have already done a bit of leveling and they're just trying to boost their item level quickly in a couple of slots they've not got pieces for. Or you're going to find those people that literally come along and buy an entire set. They ding 60, they go to the auction house, they buy an entire set. Those are the people that are going to make the gold for you. And like I said in my video the other day, it's mainly due to the fact that LFR requires item level 170. So a full set plus a Dark Moon trinket is likely to get you at a point where you can go into the Raid Finder. And Raid Finder is obviously epic gear, and it's 187 maybe? Don't know. Basically allows you to skip the dungeon grind. A tower sentinel. It's been huge just starting off with gold after not playing for 5 years. Yeah, if you're coming back after 5 years, then I suppose 5 years ago was what? You played early Legion, or did you skip Legion? I can't work out how long did we have everything for? I don't know. Oh, this dude's going to kill my pet again. I've got no way to interrupt that. Please don't kill my pet before I kill you. We'll just F out of this. What? What? Quitting WOD? Oh, okay. Millionaire back then, but spent all my retail gold on WoW tokens to play Classic. Oh, I see. Yeah. Easy to do that one. A million gold doesn't last you very long when you're buying tokens every month. It's so interesting to see how I just like completely face rolled layer 4. Now we're on layer 5. I've died twice. After completely face rolling just one floor before. It shows the difference. You get those god tier powers and you can just walk through an entire run. Without getting those god tier powers though, there was no way I'd have been doing the damage I was doing. I'm playing pretty sloppy if I'm honest. TSM works with ranks now? Nope. Not yet. Work in progress. I was speaking to Gumdrops and he said it's basically soon. Soon TM. No date. Honestly, now that I've got it set up without it, I kind of don't want them to implement it. Simply because it will just make it 10 levels easier for everybody else. The competitive advantage I have right now with Legendary is the fact that I do know what I'm doing with TSM is going to be a competitive advantage that's going to disappear very quickly. But to be fair, the Legendary game is not over. But it's, I think we've seen the most profitable point. I don't think we're gonna see 2, 3, 4, 5 million gold worth of sales every day for too much longer with the legendaries, but we can hope. Right, have we got a wombo combo set up yet? Dropping traps increases the damage, so I want to. That just happens naturally. Kill shot. Yeah, not really any wombo combo-ness. Nothing more than just natural. Do the rotation. I mean, that's still 6k DPS though, so that was still acceptable amounts of damage on floor 2. Ooh, one of my favourite ones. One of my favourite ones, bag of munitions. This is bonkers for AoE. Death Chakram now also applies explosive shot. So Death Chakram bounces out and does it hits 7 targets. So it can put explosive shot on up to 7 targets. Then after 3 seconds, literally everything dies. That's a really fun one. Did a default post scan and it saw both my rank 3 and rank 4 legs. I don't know. I'll check after. I'll check after this run, but never mind, it wasn't default. Oh, there we go. I was going to say, I wouldn't have expected TSM to have pushed an update at this time. Right, what we got then? What we got? Peltzman Grit. Enemies affected by your traps deal less damage. That's boring. Kill shot damage increased by 100%. How much? We got 557. Kill shot damage by 100. That's really the only one I'm super interested in anyway. And then 2 randoms, I guess. Stunning a target with intimidation increases your critical strike chance by 100%. Oh, there we go. 100% crit chance and 100% damage for 6 seconds. This is literally the most overpowered one I think there is in existence. This is ludicrous. For 6 seconds after stunning, I basically do god tier damage. Tar trap radius, whatever. I find it best to focus on only anima powers that help you beat the final boss and not on AoE stuff, since that's yeah, because it's I mean it's going to be the final boss that's going to slap you about, that's for sure. Oh, of course it pulled. Of course it pulled. But then we do this, look. Then we do this. And things get deleted. Oh, it's fun. I do love Torghast. I love Torghast when it gets ridiculous. Skeletons in the Jailer's Tower drop 10 times as much Phantasma. Damn. We are going to be balling for Phantasma then. Aspect of the turtle no longer prevents you from attacking and its duration is increased. Damaging spells have a very high chance to heal you. Yep. Very high chance to heal me. Sure, I'll take that all day long. I'm my own pocket healer. Yummy, yummy. Nothing in this wing. Alright, let's now go next one. I love it when that happens. Whoa, the Phantasma's going... Is there a maximum amount of Phantasma you can pick up? Maybe we should just pop off on this dude. Ouch. I genuinely could just play Torghast all day. I think this was one of the worries for Blizzard though, quite interestingly. They were kind of worried that people were just going to play Torghast all day. Crit chance by 3, yeah, go on in. I think that's why they took away the unlimited mode. I can't see any other reason why they'd have done it. Unless they're just saving it for a later patch or something maybe, but I guess I suppose they got to keep something up their sleeves for if they miss a deadline on a new raid or something, they can always just give us unlimited mode on this. Oh my god, we have literally got so much Phantasma now. We've got basically unlimited Phantasma. This is crazy. I've never had that power before. Ian said in an interview they didn't know how unlimited would scale and it would probably happen in the future. I hope it does. I mean, in theory, I mean, there's entire games based around the concept of, you know, these roguelites. Right, let's just go burr. Right, that dude looks pretty mean, doesn't he? We've got intimidation, so let's just stun him. Hello? What do you mean there's nothing to attack? Stun the dude, and then kill him, please. Boom. Direct. I'm picking up so much Phantasma, I literally can't loot it all in one go. Is that meant to be a thing? Oh, we get Meatball! New companion. Nice. Oh my god, 300 more Phantasma? Haven't we got like 1 million of the stuff now? We've got 600 Phantasma already. Haste, 35% haste? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. I need some meatballs. I too am actually getting pretty hungry. Maybe a trip to IKEA for some meatballs. Mmm. Yum yum. Just a casual, another 80 Phantasma, no biggie. And a power in this thing. Yoink. Pet is under the effect of Eyes of the Beast. Its damage is dealt by 500%. Yeah, but I don't use Eyes of the Beast. I probably should do. I could just stroll in with my pet and go boing, but nah. It means having to use Eyes of the Beast. Is Swedish meatball a real local favourite? I always thought it was a stereotype in foreign countries. No, the Swedes do like their meatballs. It's not a stereotype. It's not as big of a thing here in Finland, of course, but like you go to IKEA, it's meatball time. I don't know which way I'm going. I guess I'm meant to be going this way, right? This feels like it should be the... Was that the way we came in? Feels like it was the way we came in. I've lost track now. Who's stolen the entrance? Confirmed from a Swede. Yeah, there we go. Was this the way we came in? This was the way we came in. Right, we've gone completely the wrong way. Oh look, there's enemies there. That's probably the way we're meant to go. I heard the larger Torghast was unlocked when you beat layer 8. Looks like I got bamboozled by Blizzard because nothing opened. I thought that was coming next week. I don't know. Or maybe it was meant to come with Myth. I don't know. I lose track of time. I can't work out what's going on half the time. Oh, wow. Well, I guess I didn't need to pop my legendary since everything just exploded and died anyway. I wish I thought about that for this dude, but sure. We'll have to live with our regular cooldowns, our regular boring cooldowns that don't do anywhere near as much damage. I mean, my haste is starting to get a little bit ridiculous with this buff, though. Hot diggity. Well, there we go. Abilities cool down 25% faster, but your physical damage and healing done's reduced by 75%. Quicker cooldowns. Quicker cooldowns. Quicker cooldowns. More cooldowns, more damage. I'm a hunter. I shouldn't take direct damage anyway. Who needs healing? It's true but sad, IKEA's meatball quality is absolutely terrible. During my years in Australia I went to, guilty as they come, gotta have my meatballs. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest, most stuff that comes from IKEA is not known for its high quality, is it? In any regard. It's good basic stuff at basic price. If you want a quality meatball, you don't buy it from IKEA, do you? I'm Swedish, we eat meatballs from time to time. The meatball meta is real. Ah, key! Ah, key. We need to find a few of these then, I guess. A locker's open somewhere. Wow, okay. That thing one-shots me at this level. That's interesting to know. I was like, maybe a cheeky disengage over that, but no. This thing one-shots you at this level. Which means only one thing. Given the choice, we'll avoid it. Target a misdirection takes less damage, sure. Oh, we're going to have to go through that trap thing. Ouch! Mistakes were made. Your damaging and spells have a high chance to heal you again. Sure. We absolutely don't need Phantasma, so why not have even more healing? Meatball IKEA metas for lazy students? Yeah, I bet for lazy students that's like literally 50% of your diet, right? Must be. Recently came across your videos, really helped me level my crafting without costing you an arm and a leg. Great content. Hey, you're welcome. Glad I I suppose if I saved you gold, I in theory also made you gold, so you're welcome. Now, can we get across this without dying? I hate these things. We'll just turtle instead. Oh my god, and then we pull this. It's alright, we'll just make things explode. It's fine. How did we lose half of our health all of a sudden? What is going on there? Oh, I suppose I forgot our healing is also reduced by like 75% because we decided to go full glass cannon. Oops. Everything go boom. Bought 2 mil worth of heavy callus hide at 2.2k each last night. The price went to 3.3. I'm hoping you've got some good use for that heavy callus hide. Now, we need to find 2 more keys, apparently. $69 Phantasma. Giggity. I've not found the other keys, you know. Ah, well, there's one. Can I get this key without pulling the dude at the end? There's meant to be another key somewhere, though. There's dudes down there. How do we get down there, then? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, hang on. There's a key here. Is this going to be it, then? This should be it, right? Yoink. Open sesame. Should I wait to sell my... Hang on. Should I wait for stocks to sell before I sell mine for at least crafting cost? I'm trying to level leatherworking, but should I... Oh! Oh dear. Oh, you spent 2 million gold in the aids to try and level leatherworking. Oh. Oh, I was kind of assuming for you to spend 2 million gold on heavy callus hide, you would have already had a pretty well bumped up leatherworking. My honest truth, my honest advice in that situation is just resell that leather. Dumping it into the profession this late on, 2 million is not going to get you very far at all. That's a lot of anima powers you've collected. 24, is it? Feels about normal, right? I mean, I do clear the levels. I don't leave anything. I'm not speedrunning these. I am literally cleaning the floors of everything. I'm sure I'm missing something here. Because I'm definitely not doing the DPS I expected to. We're at like 5-6k. Not even oh, I wasn't using intimidation, that's why. That's the big one I should be using. Yeah, it's the intimidation one I need to be using. That increases my crit chance. Okay, yeah, okay. That was my fault. We can do 27k DPS again if we actually play properly. Sure. When you attack an elite or rare creature for the first time, it gives you a healing orb. Fleshcraft increases your agility by 8 whilst the shield holds. I guess we'll go with that one. I just need to remember to use it. Caesar leave a chest and rage quits away from it. 95% completionism. Hey, look, some things are just not worth faffing about with. I'm what you call a min almost maxer. Like, Do it only if you can be bothered. Right, where's the broker then? We've got all our cooldowns off though. We can wombo combo this slime. How much health has he got? 417k. So if we can do 30k DPS on this thing, he should take less than 10 seconds to go down. We've got more anima than we know what to do with. So in theory, we can just probably buy everything. People keep telling me to buy the random ones first. Death Chakram bounces more often. Well, that's going to be beneficial against the boss. We're going to be popping Death Chakram for sure. Looting Phantasma grants you an Absorb Shield and Feign Death. Well, they were both totally useless. I guess we'll have some haste. I guess we'll have Disengage increases your movement speed. Well, that's pointless. Target of misdirection has their damage reduced. Oh, well, I guess that'll help for the 3 seconds the boss will last. Increase your death count. What is our death count? Our death count is 2. I don't think we're going to die, but sure. Right, so let's think about how we set this up for a one-shot. Dropping the trap is part of our wombo combo anyway. We've got to get things rocking and rolling, and then when everything's rocking and rolling, we stun him, and then he dies. When he stun him, we've got 6 seconds to kill him. Want to maybe get our haste popping off. Death Chakram, then stun. Okay. Okay, right. Time for another 27k DPS one shot. It's probably not going to be quite as ridiculous as it was last run, but misdirect him, misdirect our pet, send the pet in, pop cooldowns, get our legendary thing on the go, fire Death Chakram, then stun, and then we pop off. Okay, that wasn't quite as impressive as I was hoping. It was only 12k DPS this time. But now our haste is kicking into play nicely. Didn't stack enough crit, that's the thing. Oh, we didn't use Fleshcraft either. That was a mistake. Right, well, it wasn't quite as ridiculous as it was last time. It was still a pretty easy game. Boom! Another 60 dust. Or ash, whatever. Whatever. Still did 10k DPS overall though. Which for 170 is pretty mad. Fun fact, you can use the 251 that kills an NPC for a special bonus on the broker who sold at you for a 250 anima refund. If you're in a group, it gives 250 to each person. Good at level 3 when everybody buys what they want. That's pretty cool. I didn't realise you could use it on the broker. There's also a possibility that the vendor from floor 3 is the same as the vendor on floor 6. If you kill it on floor 3, he won't be there on floor 6. That's funny. That's like karma. I like that. That's funny. Right, well, I think that's us done for a little while, boys and girls. We're going to do 2 streams today. We'll be streaming later on this evening as well. Friday night should hopefully be a bit of a pop-in night for legendary sales. So we're going to hopefully get some materials, get some stock together, and we'll do some fun stuff. We'll see how the sales go this evening. If it turns out that it's not quite as poppin' as we hoped, we'll jump back into Torghast, maybe do some more on a hunter, maybe a prop paladin. Prop paladin in Torghast is just a little ridiculous, so that's always fun to see. But enjoy the rest of your day. Good luck making gold. Remember to do all of the good stuff. Hit the like button on the video before you leave at the very least. If you're new around here, firstly, welcome. Secondly, please remember to hit the subscribe button. We stream here on YouTube 5 days a week, Monday through till Friday. Regardless of whether you're in the EU or the NA, I try and make at least a couple of the streams each week suitable to you. But yeah, I'm going to go get some food and I'll see you guys later. Peace!